What is up, my bros? It's your boy TrueKROO on the Bucks to Men channel, bringing another action figure toy review. This time we're taking a look at the Jada Toys Chun Li from Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers. Now, this was one of my most anticipated releases for figures. I know I said that a lot, but because I used to have the SH Figure Arts Chun Li, she had a good chunk of the SH Figure Arts Street Fighter group. Unfortunately, I did have to sell it in the past, so I did not have any Street Fighter representation on my shelf. But then, of course, Jada Toys came out, and they came out with Ryu, and of course, I loved him. As of this review, you probably have seen my Fei Long review, and of course, I love him too. So I was really excited the fact that Chun Li was also part of this wave, because Chun Li is one of my favorite characters from Street Fighter, so I'm really glad to have her in hand. Now, I got mine from my buddy Chad, because he actually happened to find one of her at one of his local toy stores, instead of waiting on my Big Bad Toy Store order, which I know as of this recording, she's been starting to drop into people's pile of loot, so she should be shipping out to people fairly soon. But yeah, as you can see, she is in the standard arcade cabinet with Chun Li right there on the front. Of course, you can see here from the accessories what she comes with, you know, the open hand, fisted hands. She has a screaming mouth, and of course her rapid kick with a stand to go with it. On the side, just like usual, it's the same decal that we see on all the packaging. So we have Ryu, Fei Long, Cammy. I actually think up there now is supposed to be, I think it might be DJ, because I think Balrog is on this side. Because then we have T-Hawk, Vega, and I think Bison was somewhere here too. Oh, Bison's up there. Yeah, Chun Li is, I didn't say this in Fei Long's, because he's marked as being country of origins Hong Kong. Chun Li's is China, and of course her specialty fighting style is Chinese martial arts. But yeah, let's go ahead and open up Chun Li, take a look at her accessories, her articulation, paint job, as well as then compare her to other figures from various other lines, including this line. So let's get into it. And here is Chun Li out of the packaging, and you guys are going to hear a sound that I didn't think I would ever do on camera, but yes! I am loving how this figure looks. Now, there is some concern. I see there's like a little bit of maybe like just some paint splotching here on her thigh, but I think that'll be fine. It's not too noticeable. It's a little bit noticeable under the light, but it's not bad. But honestly, this is a very, very nice figure. I mean, when I was putting it back here on the review station, I just felt the texture on like that skirt piece of hers. It's also like Ryu's a soft plastic, so it's malleable, it's movable. That's awesome, and it's very textured. Yeah, you can see here she does have those little spike bracelets, and they are actually also movable too. So you may be able to, if you wanted to, take off those bracelets. That's really cool. But yeah, as you can see here, she has her standard outfit that she comes with. So it's the blue with the brown pant legs and the white boots, spiked bracelets, the little bun coverings for her hair. But yeah, look at this paint job. Aside from those little splotches, like the rest of the paint job is really well. Like, look at the line work there on the yellow. It doesn't bleed off of the lines. It actually fits on perfectly. But yeah, I just really am loving the look of this figure. And I haven't even gotten to like the articulation portion of it yet. I literally just took it out of the packaging as I put it on the roof station right now. So in terms of her accessories, like I said, she does have that screaming head right here. Looking pretty cool. Nice shading. And the unfortunate thing, though, is that her little hair bun things, unlike on other figures that we've gotten of Chun Li, like the Lightning Collection, they're static, but they are soft material, though. So if you did need to move anything around or move her head around in a specific position, they can move along technically with it. So that's really cool. As I mentioned earlier, she does have these flat hands, which I'm probably going to take or chopping hands, kind of, through opposite side. So I'm probably going to take the Lightning Effect, or Lightning Collection Effect pieces for Chun Li to use. Let's see if we can get it in focus. It's not focusing, but chop hands. She also has her rapid fire kick effect piece, which I think that I also have one of those from the Lightning Collection, but I have to double check. But it does also come with this little base, like we got with the Hadouken effect for Ryu. So just plug it into the base. I plug this part into the base. That. And then, or is it the other way around? Huh, I'm actually a little confused on how this base is supposed to work. I think it's supposed to be the other way around, but I think that the peg here is actually, yeah, I think the peg is misshapen, or it's too big. It's not fitting into the base of it all, unless this is supposed to be the top part. I would assume if it were, it would actually fit over. Maybe it is, yeah. Okay, there we go. So that is the right way to do it. Should plug it into here. You got her rapid fire kicks. Perfect. So cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started at her articulation. So, like I said, she does have these hair buns, but they are soft, so she has the full range of motion on her neck. She does have also that like neck joint with the ball joint at the chest, so she can look that far down, that far up. Rotation at the side. Her shoulders are also on the hinge like usual, so she can do a full T-pose if you wanted to. For rotation. Her bicep swivel is actually under, that's really cool, under the sculpt of her sleeve. The articulation is right there. So instead of this whole sleeve portion moving around, it's just her arm. That's really cool. She does have the double jointed elbows. She can move like that, which is really cool. Wrist rotation and the hinge there at the wrist. A lot of a deeper cut than Fei Long's wrist, so she can actually position her wrist a little more up like that. That's really cool. Diaphragm joint. And doesn't reset like Fei Long's, and of course the waist joint. So she has a full range of motion. So, well, I'm really liking Chun Li. I think that in terms of articulation, I think it's, for me, in terms of who's best, I think it would be Chun Li, Fei Long, and then Ryu. But I'm not done with Chun Li yet. So she can kick that far up and that far back. She can kick this far out, so she can do the spinning bird kick. Really cool. And she does have the thigh swivel, the double jointed knees that go this far in because thick thighs save lives and hers are thick, so she can't really do all the way up to how others can kick, but that's still really good. And of course, boot swivel and ankle joint and ankles pivot. So yeah, Chun Li, really cool. So let's go ahead and get her compared to other figures from other lines and of course her wave mates. So let's get into it. And as I said, we're going to be comparing her to her wave mates. So here she is next to Ryu and Fei Long. And seriously guys, you need to get into this line. Jada Toys, you also should be making more figures. Come on, I know you're going to be making Mega Man soon, but honestly, go into other Capcom properties. I'm looking at you, Darkstalkers. Give me a 1/12 scale Morrigan. Seriously, this is a very fun line. These are honestly going to be part of my top 10 list for this year. As for who is going to actually be representing the Street Fighter line under there, we'll see. But yeah, she is a very nice figure. And let's compare her to her Lightning Collection Ranger form, the Blazing Phoenix Ranger. And you'll see, as I mentioned in my review of her, that she does not match Chun-Li's thickness on the thighs. So she's not anatomically accurate. But this still looks pretty good next to each other. Unfortunately, the Chun-Li heads will not fit because the ball joint on Lightning Collection is a lot bigger than the socket that we get with the Jada Toys. But either way, we at least get her effects piece that we can use with her. So we'll use that in photos later. But to compare her to other characters, here she is next to the resident martial artist of Kamen Rider in recent years. We've got SH Figuarts Jean Cobra Genome. And we've got here, as previously seen, SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Nago. And she fits pretty well with imports as well as domestics. So really like the scale there. Here she is next to Lightning Collection Remastered Blue Ranger Billy. as well as the Shinkocho Seiho Gokai Red. Honestly, I hope we get more Shinkocho Seiho Sentai figure arts so I can use other ones in comparisons. But that stands really nicely. And of course, because she's going to be beating him up like Fei Long is going to be, here she is next to some Marvel Legends Inner Demons. So here's the standard Inner Demon sculpt. If you can stand correctly, because honestly, the Inner Demons are some of my favorite Marvel Legends, but unfortunately, it's just the way that they use the legs in the bottom. That's just the detractor, and there he goes. So I'll just take him off there. But yeah, if you happen to like this review, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, as well as check out other reviews on this channel. As of this recording, they should have had Fei Long go up, as well as the SH Figure Arts Roronoa Zoro from the Raid Onigashima from One Piece. As well as the previous reviews I mentioned, so Kamen Rider, Dainigo, Nago, and Faiz. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, as well as check out our social media. You can find me at twitter.com/x.com at TrueKROOs. You can also find me on Bluesky at TrueKROOs. You can find me on Instagram and Threads at ReggieRay93, as well as our show's channel, or our channels, Twitter, or X, Bugs2Men, as well as Gary's, which is GBX93. But yeah, stay tuned for the photos, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this view. See y'all later. Bye!